There's 7 things Amex simply won't tell you, like the slightest change in your behavior can trigger a full-blown investigation that can leave you without access to your Amex credit cards and even worse, your membership rewards points. Plus, an alarming number of people have found that Amex will go back on their word and disqualify you for sign-up bonuses on new cards that you've never owned before. The first thing Amex won't tell you is that if you make the mistake of closing down your Amex card, they will give you so much more time to reopen your account without any negative effects on your credit score or 524 status. One Amex Gold member closed his card, but after a few weeks, he regretted his decision. He was curious about reopening the card, but thought he might have to start from scratch and reapply. Now, the problem with that is it would cause a hard inquiry on his credit report and burn a 524 slot, leaving him with a weaker credit profile to apply for new cards in the future. Plus, he heard in the past there was a $25 fee for reopening a card, which is silly, by the way. Why should anyone need to pay to access the credit line that they had before? So he contacted customer service and the rep told him that not only could the card be reopened without any new application if done within 90 days of closure, but the rumored $25 fee was nothing but a myth. Additionally, the account would remain as the same old trade line on his credit report. So the age of accounts would remain the same, no harm, no foul, and knowing that was a huge relief. And you should really know the Amex Platinum, Gold, and Green cards share one major benefit with business cards that can dramatically improve your credit score. See, these are charge cards, meaning they do have what they call spending power, which is constantly changing, but they don't have a preset spending limit and they don't report a utilization rate to the credit bureaus. Personal credit cards report your utilization rate shortly after your monthly billing cycle ends. If your credit utilization exceeds 10%, your credit score takes a hit, with the score dropping more as the utilization rate increases. However, charge cards break the pattern by not reporting any utilization data. When these cards are used, your statement balance is visible to the credit agencies, but no utilization rate is calculated, which means it won't impact your credit score in nearly the same way. Also, Amex won't tell you that they have 10 major triggers for issuing what they call a financial review on your account that can leave you without the use of your credit card and membership rewards points for weeks. Amex is all about making sure they don't run into any trouble with people who might have a problem paying their bills. So to do that, they want to be sure that the folks using their cards have enough money coming in to handle their spending habits. They might ask you for stuff like your tax return to check your income. If they find out you're not raking in enough money, they might do one of two things: either shut down your accounts or lower the credit limits on your card so it's more in line with what you're making. Here's a few reasons why Amex might decide to do a financial review on you. Number one is high credit limit on your card. So having a high credit limit over $25,000, let's say, on a single card can trigger a review. So it's wise to avoid such a high limit if you want to stay under the radar. Number two, high combined credit limits. If all of your cards put together have a credit limit over $35,000 or more, this can also set off a financial review. Number three, checking your spending power too often. Amex has a feature where you can check how much you can spend above your limit without getting declined. If you check this limit more than 3 times a day, it might lead to a review as well. Number four, returned payments. If a payment bounces because your bank account doesn't have enough funds, Amex may decide to review you. 5, changing your stated income. Applying for 2 cars in a short time and stating a much higher income on the second application than the first could trigger a review. 6, sudden big increases in spending. If you typically spend $1,000 a month and suddenly go up to $10,000 or more in a month, Amex is going to look at you funny for that. Number 7, spending near your stated income. So if you claim your yearly income is $50,000, but you spend $40,000 in just 2 months, Amex might wonder how you're managing your finances. 8, cycling payments. This means maxing out your card and paying it back multiple times in a month, which could lead to a review as well. 9, buying expensive items or lots of gift cards. Purchasing luxury items, many high-value gift cards, or pricey electronics in a short time might trigger a review as well. And 10, if someone in your household gets reviewed, if your spouse or someone you're living with at your same address gets targeted for a review, then you could too. One major thing connecting all of these triggers is a sudden change of behavior. Amex is watching you, and just like a relationship, if your behavior suddenly changes, it draws suspicion from your partner. There's a lot of pattern recognition going on here. So to pass your review, keep lines of communication open and honest. answer all of their questions, and submit any documents they ask for, and you'll be back up and running in 10 to 14 days likely. And that amount of time is going to feel like an eternity if Amex is your most used card. And if you own a small business like me, being self-employed and passing your review can be a lot harder when Amex start asking you for pay stubs that you can't provide when you don't cut your own checks. That's a huge reason why I started running payroll for my business, Barton Media, using ADP, which is still the largest payroll provider in the country, by the way. And if Amex pulls your card and asks you to verify that you have a legit business, you want to have every document in place that you need to prove yourself. They can even set you up with workers' comp and retirement solutions, even if you're a single member LLC. And when you use my link below to start running payroll, you get an additional 20% lifetime discount. Next, Amex really doesn't want you to find out that their airport lounges are getting overcrowded, and many people think they recently changed their platinum card to help solve this problem. Amex did this by bumping up the fees for adding folks to the platinum card. It's going from $175 to $195 per person, and word on the street is they're trying to address the super packed airline lounges. People have complained about long lines and the lounges not feeling so luxe anymore. The hope is that by charging more, fewer people will add extra users and there'll be less crowding in the lounges. The big dogs in the industry think it's all about giving the main platinum card holders a better experience, but who knows if it'll actually make a difference. All I know is I'm seeing way more reports of super long lines, with some lounges even being closed after hitting max capacity. Can you imagine just getting your platinum card and on your first lounge visit it's closed? I'd be furious. What's the point in paying $695 for a lounge-focused card that cannot get you in the lounge? So next, you can get targeted retention offers from Amex that go up to $550 in statement credits, even if you've only been a customer for 1 year. You know, Amex has award-winning customer service, and it leads to them handing out some really competitive retention offers to keep people happy about holding on to their high annual fee cards for another year. After looking at close to 40 data points from different cardholders, the retention offers vary wildly, with spending requirements ranging from $1,500 all the way up to $5,000 in a 3-month period, and rewards in the form of points or statement credits, typically from $15,000 to $70,000 membership rewards points, or $100 to $300 in statement credits. If you're interested in straight up statement credits, then you should know one person was able to secure a $550 statement credit after $4,000 in spend in 3 months. So what Amex is going to do is customize the offer based on your spend and how long you've been their customer. So when you talk to them about these offers, it's a good idea to focus on if you can get a good deal that matches your loyalty and how you use your card. And honestly, you're not going to be getting any retention offers if you've been missing payments or your credit score recently took a nosedive. Amex would be much happier to see you go than to see you stay at that point. So to get your credit profile in shape, I want to offer you my completely free credit repair course. It comes with 20 actionable strategies for increasing your credit score. It comes with word-for-word templates that you can send to fight the credit bureaus. And if you don't want the whole course, then you can just download the credit repair letters separately. Just click the link below to start fixing your credit without paying the experts. Now, admittedly, Amex does have this listed on their website, but still very few people know that you can send thousands of dollars to friends and family using your Amex credit limit. This one has been hiding in plain sight for years now. It's called Send and Split, and it lets you send money with Venmo or PayPal using your Amex app. This gives you access to more cash flow from month to month, which gives you time to collect your paycheck before the money actually leaves your account. To get started, just pop into the Amex app, head over to the account tab, and you'll see the Send and Split option there. You'll have to link it up with your Venmo or PayPal account, but once that's done, sending money is easy. You can send it from Amex, Venmo, or PayPal, and the cash goes through the Amex Send account that they set up for you. The best part is no annoying transaction fees like when you usually use your credit card for PayPal or Venmo transactions. But here's a heads up, you won't rack up rewards for those moves. And there's a limit on how much you can stash in your Amex Send account, usually between $2,000 and $4,000 depending on your card, and it's only good for personal Amex cards. There's also this Amex Split feature where you can use your card for a purchase and then divvy up the cost with up to 20 people on Venmo and PayPal, and you can decide if you want the money that they pay you back as a statement credit or in your PayPal and Venmo account. Next, if you get locked into Amex pop-up jail, then they won't let you earn an intro bonus when you sign up for their cards. And the reason why this happens to people is unfair and confusing. For example, Amex has this once in a lifetime rule where you can only get a welcome offer for a card once, though the real time frame is kind of fuzzy, but some say around 7 years. When you're applying for an Amex card, you might see this pop-up warning telling you that you might not get the welcome offer based on many reasons like past balance transfers, how many Amex cards you've had, and so on. It's useful if you've forgotten about a card you've had before, but sometimes it's vague and can pop up even if you've never had that card before. Now, lately, more people have been seeing this warning pop up, even those with good history with Amex. There's no real way to challenge it on the spot, but if you want to up your chances for future offers, then you can try these steps. Number 1, taking a break from applying for Amex cards for a while. 2, putting some spin on the Amex cards you already have to show some activity. And 3, you can try applying for a card from a different family of Amex cards. Now, it's obvious that Amex wants to attract a loyal customer base who genuinely value their cards and benefits, rather than just accepting people that are trying to chase sign-up bonuses. But for those of us still hunting for massive bonuses, I just signed up for a Sky One checking and savings account that comes with $1,000 in bonuses. There's actually 9 ways to start earning, plus I found a hack you can use to stack another $300 on top of that. So check out the next video to see how you can grab at least a few $100s for yourself. Thank you for watching.